What is up guys, it's Troy at the Full Setup here, back with another video for you, and today we're going to unbox my new graphics card, and I'm also going to put it in a system for you to have a little look at as well. Now this is the Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 590, which came out yesterday. This is an 8GB model. I haven't had any news about 4GB. I probably don't think we're going to see it in 4GB variants. So this has got the metallic blue shroud. We'll have a look in a second because I don't know if it's going to be for me. Blue LED fan, precision fan, intelligent fan control. Radeon RX 590, DirectX 12, which we know is going to be very good on an AMD card. Vulkan, which is going to be very good, or I would say NVIDIA have caught up quite a bit. You've got the Radeon Chill, FreeSync 2 HDR, which is definitely going to be good, so it's going to give you a bit more of a FreeSync range as well, because a lot of the FreeSync 1 monitors have got a very tight range. And then you've also got the Relive Audio, the game capture. So to the back of the box, it's got some specs. Like we know, it's the RX 590. Now this one's clocking in at 1560 megahertz. I think it's easily going to be able to overclock that up to 1600 and a little bit more. 256-bit memory bus. The speed of the memory is coming in at 8.4 gigabits per second, but easily again should be able to overclock that up to 9. 2 display ports, 2 HDMI's, DVI. Says you're going to need a 500 watt power supply, and I would recommend it for this card because it uses an 8+6 pin. Now, as always with these unboxings, they're just a little look at it, you know, introduce myself to you as well if you haven't already seen me or watched any of my videos, but there is going to be loads of benchmarks and I will try to post links to them in this video. So I'm going to be benching it with a wide range of Intel and AMD systems, mostly Coffee Lake and Ryzen. So we have an installation disc, but I would always recommend that you just go to your to AMD's website and download the latest. Now this does have a BIOS switch, so at default it's in gaming mode, and number 2 is compute mode. And there is an installation guide, but it's installing a graphics card, guys, you got this. Now, there is no packaging here, but I'm pretty sure that is ESD foam. So there's no anti-static bag that it comes with. This isn't because I've already opened it, it just didn't have an anti-static bag. So here is the graphics card, and do you know what? I think it looks a lot better in person than it does in the pictures. Like the blue, especially for me, because I've got a lot of RGB builds now, so I think this is going to sort of blend in with some light. Now the backplate I think looks absolutely fantastic. I'm really liking that silver and blue. Blue's never really been a colour I've planned past my builds. It's like you don't see a lot of blue stuff anymore. Like back in the days of like your Sandy Bridge and stuff, you'd see a lot of blue motherboards. So, you know, but I think with all the RGB lighting it would look good. So here we have the 8-pin and 6-pin power. You are going to require both. You can't just power it off one 8-pin. I know people ask me that sometime. You can see we've got these big, huge copper heat pipes here. Now there's 2 8mm and 2 6mm, and that's a very loud car going past if you can hear that, with a really terrible exhaust on it. We've got the Nitro branding here, nice silver going across. These are 92mm fans, and if you see there's a little screw, you can unscrew that and remove the fans. Here we go, PCI 3.0. Here is your BIOS switch. It's going to be hard to see that there, but there's a little BIOS button in here, so it is in the right configuration. Now there were these nice little plastic covers, just in case anyone was wondering. So we have 2 HDMI 2.0B, 2 DisplayPort 1.4, and a DVI-D as well. So lots of connectivity there, up to 5 screens. As you can see, it's quite a big card. This is definitely a big graphics card. Now one thing I would mention, this is going to be a very slim amount of people, but if you look at the very cheap gaming cases that only have an 80mm fan in the back, the ones that you can't actually put like 120 tower coolers in, very tight cases indeed, you know, sort of a my first case, you might find this a bit difficult. So we're going to measure that difference off the PCI for you, just for anyone in tight, really tight cases, because that with the tubes is about, with the tubes, the heat pipes, is about 35mm. That's a good measurement for you there. Total width as well, so I'm going to measure down to the bottom here, so that's 130 sort of at that little bit there. And then in length, it's not too long, 27, so that's going to fit in most cases. And it is just a 2-slot, it's just slightly over a 2-slot graphics card. Give you a closer look at that backplate again, look at that. Looks absolutely beautiful. Also forgot to mention this Sapphire logo here. This is RGB capable, so you can download the Trick software to set that, to make it through like color strobing. But these fans are only a blue LED. I really wish these were RGB. yeah, it looks really nice. Let's get it in a system. So the RX 590 is installed inside the system. Now I'm pairing it for these first benchmarks. It's on an Asus X370 crosshair. We've got the Ryzen 2600, which I'm probably going to run stock, but we are running 3600 megahertz Team Force. This is the 8-pack edition, Samsung B die, full manual memory subtiming set on these as well. We've got the new Deepcore L240 that I was recently sent. Go and check out the video for that. Nice new RGB cooler. All in all, looks very good in this system. Like I said, wasn't too keen on the blue. I think in the photos it looks worse than it is. Looks quite nice. The blue lights, as much as I would like them RGB on the fans, aren't very intrusive whatsoever. It just looks really nice in the system. We're in a Fantex P300 case as well, if I didn't mention that. Now, I don't know if you can hear the fans, so we'll go closer. So obviously you're going to have a side panel on here. This is the actual quiet edition, so it has no window. Even if you've got a glass window or acrylic, it's going to be a bit quieter. But this is with the fans at 50%. They're definitely audible, but they're not intrusive. And I'm just going to take them up to 75. And that is 100% on the fans. Now obviously those fans are going to sound louder on the microphone as well, because obviously the pickup that I've got for it to hit my voice in different places, but definitely a bit noisy at 400%, just like any GPU, but not horribly loud, no real nasty coil whines. So like I said, just an unboxing today, just an overview for anyone that wanted to see it closer in someone's hand, see that blue a bit better, because it definitely looks sick. But I'm going to be coming back with lots of videos very soon. Like I said, we're starting with the Ryzen 2600 at 1080p and 1440p. Probably do some ultra wide in there as well. And then also after that, i5-8400, maybe some of the Ryzen G processors, 22G, 2400G. So I'm going to have loads of gaming benchmarks, 13 to 14 games. So make sure you come over to the channel and check that out. Now, obviously I've only just got this graphics card, but if you do have any questions, if you're watching this video in a few months, want to know how I'm getting on with overclocking, stuff like that, just hit me up in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Anyway, that's it from me today. If you like the video, tell me why. If you don't like the video, tell me why, and I'll be back with some new content very, very soon.